few words. Is that okay? I'm supposed to meet Richard for the first time. When we came up with this story 3 years ago,
Hi, Townsville.
we actually had planned to write it and ourselves and make it independently. But the fact that we get to make it today alongside Amazon and Goalpost and Sean and all of you fine people is absolutely the biggest dream come true. I have so much to thank them for, and I'm so grateful to them, because without them we would not all be here today. And I think I speak for everyone here when I say that waking up at 4 a.m. to be able to come and make a movie is like a dream come true. So I just want to thank Jeannie, Kylie, everyone at Gold Coast and Sean for making all of our dreams come true.
Five Blind Dates is about a character called Leah, who is a tea shop owner, and she is told by a fortune teller that she is going to find her soulmate on one of the next 5 dates she goes on. And that finding her soulmate is directly linked to the success of her business, which is currently failing miserably. I moved to LA for acting. I remember coming with so much hope for my career.
Time in America.
Soon after I moved, I started learning about filmmaking, and it became my mission to make a film at all costs.
I only have to drive like 2 miles down the road.
At the time, I was experiencing all the excitement of moving to a new country, the thrill of my social media career kicking off, and all of that I realized came with its own set of challenges, especially in the realm of love. And then I decided that's what my movie was going to be about. A rom-com on modern day dating. I was introduced to my writing partner, Nathan Ramos Park, through a mutual friend, and we met up for a coffee at Starbucks on Sunset and Vine, and that's where Five Blind Dates was conceived. We came up with the idea together. I remember Nathan saying to me, "Tell me about your life, and we are going to write a movie about you that no one else can play but you." And so I told him everything about how I used to have a little tea shop, how I have this family that is pressuring me to get married and have kids, and I moved to LA for acting, and I left my family behind to chase my career, and then the character Leah was born. When you watch the movie, that a lot of Leah is based on my life, and basically Leah and Shu very much one person. I'm not even sure if I'm allowed to share this story, but how this movie came about was my writing partner Nathan knew someone at Amazon, and they were looking for an Australian movie idea because Amazon had just entered Australia, so they were looking for content to make. And Nathan mentioned that he was writing something with me and pitched him the initial idea, and they seemed to really like it, so they set up a meeting. And a week later or 2 weeks later, we had an outline, and Nathan and I were pitching our movie over Zoom to the executive team at Amazon that took care of the Asia Pacific Oceanic region that included Australia. The pitch was such an incredible experience. At one point, all of us just burst into tears. Everyone on that Zoom at some point had experienced this alienation that our character Leah had experienced. I think that is what got us across the line, and I think it helped that it was a panel of mostly women actually, and this was a story about a woman who was struggling with love. Everyone who watches this get some sort of hope in their heart after they watch it, that it's possible for a modern day woman to find love. The concept of Five Blind Dates, giving our family the opportunity to pick a date for us. We toyed with the idea that if we gave our parents the chance to find someone and choose one person for us, we explored the concept that potentially our parents and siblings don't know us as well as they think they do. Not who they think we are suited for, but who they think are suited for them. At the end of the day, only we know ourselves the best, and only we can choose who we think is good for us. Time has taught me that you just have to pick who you like. Now that it's over, over, I ask myself, did it actually happen? Because this movie was such a big part of my life for so long. We pitched it back in 2020 and we spent all of 2021 writing it, and we filmed it in March 2022, and it's not coming out till 2024. So it's been such a long process that it doesn't feel like it's real. Until this movie is actually on Amazon Prime, I can't believe that it's real. I still remember the first day of filming. I could not sleep the night before.
So again, guys, when we roll, we'll just keep rolling until we get it right.
I was so nervous but excited, and I just felt this pressure because nobody up to that point really knew if I could act. I think they cast me because I have had acting experience and I do all my skits online, which is a whole different level of acting, but nobody knew if I could pull off a movie. So the night before I couldn't sleep, I just remember going through my lines over and over again thinking I cannot mess up my lines. This is one thing I cannot do. And honestly, I think it was a little bit easier for me because I co-wrote the script, so I had it in my mind for so long, and I had rewritten and reread the script so many times already that I knew every scene and I knew what was happening. I think my mind was on overdrive for too long. I just remember lying in bed and thinking about what I was going to say to the crew on the very first day. Because usually on a set like this, the director, the producer, and executive team members will do a quick introduction to the crew, say hi, explain who they are, and kind of set the tone for the entire set. And the other cool thing that the director set up a ceremony, I guess welcomed the camera onto the set, because our director Sean Seat, he has filmed projects overseas in Asia before. On these Chinese film set, they cover the camera with a red cloth and then they reveal it once they've all said their blessing. All the heads of departments, the producer, director, and writer, they say a blessing for the shoot, and I think it really set the tone for a shoot that felt like home and family. I think at the end of day one, there was a big sense like maybe I can actually pull this movie off, and I had some sort of acting ability because I also was able to do my scenes, I think, quite well. I was always nervous when I had scenes by myself, and I remember the second scene ever was by myself and I was so nervous. Everyone was watching me and I just wanted to do a good job. Oh dear God. And I did the take a few times, but I think I got there in the end. It was actually whoever scheduled the movie did a great job, because the first scene ever was with the entire family. There was my dad, my mom, my sister's fiance, and my best friend, all the main characters in this scene. And it was a really nice way to set the tone, I think, for everything. And it was a really great way to like just really dive into the world of Leah and her family. So I'm pretty grateful that that was the first scene. And we all got to know each other, we all got to act and play, and we realized that there was this actually really fun dynamic, and I could tell it was going to be a really fun shoot moving forward. And it was. The whole filming process was the best experience of my life. I will look back on that with so much joy because I had the best time. Everyone was amazing, from the director to the heads of departments to all the crew to our producers, our exec team. I couldn't have asked for a more supportive environment to work in. Everyone was amazing. The director, Sean Seat, he was so supportive. He wouldn't let me watch any of my rushes, which I really wanted to do, but he thought it was best for me not to watch it. He was really kind with everyone. He was really easy to work with, and he was just fully supportive of the story from day one and has some really great input and ideas, and I would totally work with him again in a heartbeat. My makeup artist and hairstylist on set, Rose Safioti, she was amazing. She made me look stunning. I didn't think that was humanly possible, but she did it. And our head of department for makeup, Cassie, was absolutely a joy to work with. And my favorite day on set was the montage scene. It's the scene where Leah's getting ready for her date with Ezra, and her best friend does this whole glam session with her, and she tries on different outfits. Like, she comes out with some crazy outfit. There was this one outfit where I have a lamp on my head and a matching dress. They took the material from somewhere, made a dress and a lamp out of it, and my hair's coming out of the lamp in these bulbs. That took the longest time getting together because the whole crew was just like so excited to see every new outfit. So every time I had a new outfit, I felt like showing the crew my new outfit, and they were all clapping and wooing for me. Everyone just pulled their weight. Everyone just put 110% into the movie, regardless of the department they were in. I can't even begin to start like production. By the way, there is a shot of me going through the production room and like seeing all of the props that they had bought, like the setups that they had created, all the research they had done, the book that the fortune teller opens, the shop. If you notice in the movie, the logo of the shop is actually Pawpaw's face. So the actress that they chose to play my grandma, they made her face the logo of my tea shop, and then they printed all these pamphlets with her face on it, with her name Pawpaw on it. I was like, oh, the detail they put into that movie is second to none, and I was just so thrilled. Everyone's work. I don't know how much the actors like this, but I was in full TikTok mode throughout the movie.
Too late. Can't be done.
One side was acting, movie, like full flight blind dates, gotta be very professional, and then the other half was like, how do I make content to promote the movie afterwards? How do I make TikToks on set without pissing anyone off?
Find out who you are. Trust you will be dealt with. Period.
You'll see, if you go to my TikTok, you'll see a bunch of shorts that I made on set. I was just like pulling people aside to make TikToks with me. I think JP was probably so over it because on that day I had Harriet with me and we were just making TikToks all over the place, and JP was so professional. He was just trying to be zen during the scenes, but I was just out there going, please, I need to film this TikTok with me, sit right here, do this, do that. I was like in a million places. I don't even know how my brain computed. I don't know how I was able to do all of that at the same time. We would film Monday to Friday, and on the weekends, Saturday, Sunday, I would be filming TikToks. Also getting Thai mom, my dad, and Yo-san An, who plays Richard in the movie, got them on the weekends to come over and make TikToks with me.
I've done shit that you don't know what to do.
Because luckily for me, most of the main actors were flown in from out of state or overseas, so they didn't really have family or friends or people to go to on the weekends. So I would force them to spend it with me, making TikToks.
You what? She's clearly talking to me.
It was hectic. It was a lot. I really burnt out after that. I took a 1 month holiday because I was like, my brain has stopped working because we're in overdrive. But I wouldn't have wanted it any other way. I love that. I love busyness. I love working nonstop. I just love always grinding. So that felt like home to me. That was a really intense shoot. But I wouldn't have given it up for anything. And my exec, Amazon Jeannie, and the writer Nathan also came out to visit on the first week, so they were there and supporting me, and they were just such a joy to have around, because after a scene, if I wasn't sure if I did a good job, they would come up to me and be like, sure, you did such a good job, or oh, looked really good, like awesome. They would clap for me, and it was just so supportive. I really felt the love. And on weekends and after work, at least during the rehearsal, because we had a month of rehearsal, so we would try to spend time together as a family. The mum, dad, Ty, Tiffany and I, we would all go out to dinner together and try to spend time together to really feel like a family. I think that really helped, and that was really fun. I really enjoyed it. Ty's amazing. He was like a real dad. He was the coolest guy.
What's up? We're sitting with the TikTok star, baby.
Last day in the makeup room.
In the makeup.
Yeah, we're at the airport and we're gonna film some of the last scenes here. Today's a quiet day. We've just got 2 speaking scenes. The rest are montages at the airport, picking up luggage, that kind of thing. The movie's nearly done. We've got 3 more days left. And today is Tuesday. And if we wrap on Friday, we finish up on Friday. Today is Tuesday. I'm not ready for this to end. And then the pack is more. Going back to Sydney. Bye, Townsville. It was a good time.
Hopefully I'll have some behind the scenes footage to show you about how much fun we actually had. It was good.
Thanks. Thank you. I feel like I've been very strong throughout the whole thing. As in not strong, I haven't really been that strong. I've just been not allowing myself to feel emotional about this whole thing. And then, you know, it's quite a journey that it's been. Thank you guys for being on board and coming on board and telling the story and putting your hearts and souls into this movie and coming to Townsville.
So at the end of the day, we really just wanted to come up with an entertaining story that reflected the ups and downs of a modern woman trying to date in the modern world.